Atlantis. So today over on Bleach Residence, we have officially reached 30 days in service, and with that, we do have a free login bonus right now where you can get 200 spirit jades, you get 5 spiritual power nourishers, and also 5 corridor keys, which is actually pretty cool. Getting this every month would actually be pretty cool. Don't expect it, but it would be nice. But with that said, what we're going to do today is mostly just talk about the game, my account in particular, showcasing what I've done thus far over the last 30 or so days, and also talk about my plans and goals for this game as we progress through the maps. This is something that I do every 6 months on Brave Souls, so it's likely something that we are going to do again once more, maybe 6 months, 5 months from now when we celebrate the half anniversary. But for those that are wondering what exactly I've done on my account, how far I progressed, maybe you can compare accounts, this is what my account is currently looking like. So first up, I'm currently level 64. This includes me buying the pass, which does give a few stamina refreshes. So I've definitely progressed a lot faster compared to maybe free-to-play accounts, for example. But I'm not going super crazy, especially in regards to spending money on this game too. I spent a bit of money on this game, but that really only consists of buying the packs that are available. And I didn't even buy any that were available for Toshiro. So I do spend money. I would mostly consider myself a dolphin, not so much a whale, at least for the time being. I probably will pick up these packs because when it comes to new character releases, my plan right now is to get every new character. Unfortunately, I can maybe afford to do that with these particular packs because these are really good value for people like me that want to spend money but not too much money. So with that in mind, we have collected every new character thus far: Ichigo, Toshiro, and also Aizen. And with that in mind, because I've been asked this question a lot, is it worth summoning for duplicates? I think with this game right now, you don't really need to. If you really like the character, sure, go for it. I very well might be summoning for dupes in the future for like anniversary units, maybe an upcoming out of Euro if he's really good, maybe for Hello Ichigo. But as of right now, my main game plan has just been get the character and just get the character once. No duplicates needed. And thus far, especially when we have a look at the upcoming rankings, I've been getting by just fine, at least in my particular server. Getting duplicates, 1 or 2, wouldn't make that much of a difference, especially when in the ranking system you are competing against players that have a max duped out Aizen, Toshiro, Ichigo. I don't need to compete with that. I don't want to compete with that. Right now, I'm fine with just getting the character once. Same with the weapon too, just getting the weapon once, but again, that could change in the future. But my main reason for not going duplicates in this game is that the way I see it right now is that if I do get a duplicate of Aizen, that could have just been Gin in 2 weeks' time. If I get a max duped Aizen, instead I could have just gotten the next 3 months worth of characters. That's how I see it. So right now I'm kind of playing the no dupe game and I'm getting by just fine with them. When it comes to the characters I do own though, however, I do own all the weapons. That was relatively easy to do because you can guarantee each one. And in terms of the ones that I'm going for duplicates right now, I'm choosing to do Yoruichi. Mostly because the duplicate here does give a more crit rate. So I think that's definitely the best thing to do when it comes to getting duplicates, at least for me. And then when it comes to the characters, if I can even check them, I don't think I can here. I do own every SSR besides Ikaku, which is kind of unfortunate. In the 300 summons that I did do, just didn't get this character. Ended up pulling a bit too many duplicates. And at least for the time being, I'm kind of fine going without him because Gin is going to potentially release in 2 weeks' time, where Gin will just replace the need for Ikaku. I mean, it's probably expected that most characters here will get replaced over time, maybe besides Kisuke, but we do know that Ikaku is going to be the first to be replaced, so I'm kind of fine going without him. But let's have a look at my characters in particular. So I'm not going to lie, I really like this game. Really enjoy playing this game, but one of the things I love about mobile gacha games in particular is collecting every character that I can possibly get within reason and maxing out their stats, maxing out their levels, maxing out their skills. It's something I did on Brave Souls. I was one of the first few players in Brave Souls to max link sort their entire books at level 10 link sorts, and then after a while, level 20 link sorts. Now in Brave Souls, the way the farming does work in that game is that you can basically farm infinitely. With this game, you're very limited on resources, and man, do a lot of characters, every character pretty much, take a lot of resources. So right now, even getting to level 80, right, it's a lot of effort, a lot of stamina, a lot of EXP, a lot of gold, leveling up the weapon, a lot of gold, leveling up the skills, a lot of gold. I can't believe gold in this game is an issue, so I do find myself farming this a lot. So unfortunately, my goal right now, but it is a long-term goal, to be fair, is that I do want to eventually get every character and max them out to level 100. Get their weapon to level 100. Get their stamp in particular to max ascension level. It's something that is going to take a lot of effort, to be fair, but it's stuff like that that I enjoy doing, and it's what keeps me playing gacha games every single day. You know, even though this isn't about Brave Souls, I get asked a lot, how did I play Brave Souls for 10 years every single day? Well, it's stuff like that. Going into the game with a goal, an idea in mind, let's say max out a certain character is what I like doing, and that's what keeps me playing. So in regards to Soul Resonance, as we go by day to day, once I eventually reach level 70, I believe is when you do get access to level 100 characters. The goal will be to max out every SSR that I do own, then have resources for the next SSR, and then as the game maybe becomes easier to farm over time when I just collect a bunch of resources, I will start backlogging and working on some SSRs that I'm not maybe using, and characters that maybe I never plan to use. Using Chad, for example, I don't know if I'm ever going to use him, but eventually I do want to get his weapon max level. I do want to get his level max level. I do want to get all the skills to level 10. And even after doing all that, I might never use him, and that's fine. I just like the idea of having a max character on my account. So in regards to Ichigo, the way I'm going about this is that my DPS are going to go to level 100. My sub DPS are eventually going to go to level 100. But my support right now, I think with Keyskate in particular, level 75 is perfectly fine for him. When it comes to the SRs in particular, level 60, I think, is the best I can do right now. Anything more than that takes, again, a lot of resources. But in regards to Ichigo, so right now he is level 80 at 39,000 power. His level is level 80. Again, does have the weapon stamp, but only Ascension level 1. Skills have been completely maxed out. Boundary, again, I've not maxed out any character's boundary or even some duplicates. And when it comes to the gear, we are quite fortunate here with the gear pieces that I did get. So this was the first piece that I did evolve to 6-star. It's actually a really good piece, to be fair. Good basic stat at 21% attack. Could have also been slash damage, but in all the farming that I've done, I don't think I've gotten a single slash damage bonus. Like, you see strike, thrust, spirit, nothing for slash, which is crazy because I have a lot of pieces here. But we did roll some good crit rate, ultimate charge rate, crit damage too. The HP being here doesn't really help too much, but, you know, 3 out of the 4 bonus stats are good. So gonna be a minute before I do replace this, especially considering that when I did evolve it to 6-star, we almost got the best roll for him, giving him special attack at 22%. It can go higher, upwards to 30, but this is a good piece right now for a resource, stamp Nexus items that are very rare to come by. His second piece is also really good, to be fair. I got quite lucky here. Crit damage boost, attack percentage. This is, again, another piece that I'm relatively happy about that I'm probably going to eventually start up in the future. Never mind, I actually already did. So this one definitely needs to reroll because it's not that good. And then for his third piece right now, this is definitely the one that I need to work on, mostly because I just need more ultimate charge rates. Don't really have any more pieces to work on right now, but this only has like one good stat, that being crit rate. For the time being, I just wanted to get it to level 25 to have something on the character, because ultimate charge rate with Ichigo in particular is very important to have. Now, when it came to farming the core stamps, I've just gotten super lucky and ended up pulling 5 dupes of Ichigo. I did buy the first initial one from the pack. Didn't need to because I ended up getting it 4 different times. But this makes Ichigo a very powerful character, especially when he does, you know, evolve into his Hollow Mask. And that's why this is my highest power level character at 39,000. When it comes to Toshiro, not nearly as high, but, you know, he's still going pretty good. Still able to put up some good numbers, so I do have access to his weapon. When it comes to his skills, most of them are max level for the time being, besides this particular piece, which I definitely do need to work on. Again, boundaries not really worked on, and then right now this is his stamp level. I think I got some decent stamps for him. So we got attack percentage, crit damage, ultimate charge rate. Not the worst set. Again, good enough for now. This one was pretty decent. Actually, it was actually a pretty good one, actually. Attack rate, crit damage, crit rate, attack percentage. I think this one's eventually worth evolving into a 6-star in due time. Can I do that now? I can't do that just yet. The next piece is attack percentage. Again, crit damage, attack. This piece can definitely be worked on. So I think for both Toshiro and Ichigo right now, I need to work on their third stamp. When it comes to Aizen, right now it's a bit too early for this character to be maxed out because I'm still working on his stamps in particular. So this one, again, we're kind of just working what we got. Thinking about it now, Aizen has been putting up some crazy numbers, and compared to Ichigo and Toshiro, I mean, I haven't really leveled up his stamps. So this first slot needs to change. Definitely going to work on that. I did get a very powerful slot too, though. 64% crit damage. with more crit rate and more crit damage and attack percentage, and when I evolved it, it gave me a battlefield skill damage increase. I've been really lucky when it comes to 6-star in my stamps. So this is actually a really good piece that I'm very happy about. And then the third one also does need working on, because right now I didn't even level it up past level 10. Not quite worth it with those advanced stats. So Aizen has been a very fun character, a very good character, especially with the stamps that I currently have access to this character right now, with only really having one good stamp. One really good stamp, and then 2 kind of mediocre slot 1 and 3s. Do have access to his core stamp because I did buy it. When it comes to Kisuke is going quite well. I recently finally upgraded this skill. When I do my review for Kisuke, the main thing you want to have leveled up here is this one right here. So when you do use your technique, you get instant access to 2 of his special attacks, which is very good. So make sure you get the character to level 75 and unlock this 3rd level of the passive boost 1. When it comes to his boundary, I did get 1 duplicate. And when it comes to his stuff, again, nothing's really maxed out here entirely because just resources are very scarce in this game, especially if you are trying to work on your characters. With Kisuke, you just want to increase critical damage, but I think I've done decent. Again, second piece is alright. Would have loved to roll some crit damage in the advanced stat, and then third one, ultimate charge rate, is good enough because I can actually get his ultimate off by just using 2 special attacks. But again, definitely more room for improvement here. You just mainly want to stack crit damage with this unit. And I also now just got access to his core stamp through the battle pass. And it's been a pretty good game changer, adding more damage to the team. Byakuya again has also been worked on, not too much as you can see here, only at level 10 stamps. I think he has decent pieces on, just I haven't really leveled them up. I think with him you want to get a crit rate, ult charge. 3rd slot definitely needs improving upon. But right now, again, we're basically working with what we do have here. And also do have this. I guess I can level up to level 10. Might as well. No reason not to. Other than those characters, though, I haven't really worked on too many units. So right now, we are starting to collect some pieces for Yoruichi. Mostly because I've been farming the quest for Kisuke to make him a better character. And by default, I am getting Yoruichi shards. But I don't think I've gotten any good pieces for her, per se. Yeah, I don't think I've got anything super crazy here. But in regards to Kaname, because I've kind of started to work on him since, you know, Gin is coming up. I want to make Gin and Kaname a very powerful duo. And I think I've gotten pretty lucky with Kaname. You know, this piece given thrust damage, good crit rate, crit damage, attack percentage. This one I think is pretty good. Crit rate, element damage bonus, which is important with Kaname, and also more ultimate charge rate. And in the 3rd piece, more element damage, even more element damage, crit rate, attack percentage. I think I got pretty lucky with Kaname's pieces, and hopefully he does work very well with Gin, because I've already invested into this character, and I do want to use both of them in the team. Anyone else, I think it just has the bare minimum level 1 stuff for the most part, level 1. Apparently, no, with Mama we did give it level 15 piece because I do want to make sure she gets her ultimate as fast as possible. In particular, being able to use like 3 special attacks, 2 techniques, does usually get her ultimate to max. That way she can give the crit rate bonus. I guess also Yachiru has been worked on a little bit. Unfortunately for me, I do have her at max dupe. So when I do need to use her, we have been using it in the team. Other than that though, again, most of my characters right now are also just level 20. I have ascended them so they can go to level 30. More so just to get the, you know, free gadget ticket. But like I said, I would love to work on all these characters and max out every single unit, especially SRs that are eventually going to be max duped through their boundary system. Because I do want to try out every character and give every character a fair shot. Even if in the future they become power crept, they kind of already have, besides supports. I still want to get use out of them, right? But again, resources are super limited, so I can't really afford to start working on SR characters when I'm still getting through trying to work on SSR characters. But I think in regards to the gallery, we've done quite well for ourselves. Right now, I'm only missing 3 core stamps, apparently. What exactly is that? So it's this one, Yoruichi, which I can get through the battle pass. But there are 2 core stamps, 5-star ones in particular, that I am missing out on. And I believe for the set stamps, we have collected a piece of everyone. For characters, again, I pretty much do have every character besides the Kaku, which unfortunately I'm missing, but hopefully I can get him later on. And in weapon stamps, we do have access to every single weapon stamp, which is pretty cool. It feels weird almost having a max album, because in Brave Souls, you just can't do that. It's way too expensive. With this game, though, even though it's still a lot of money to keep up and try and get every character, compared to other games that I played, it doesn't seem too bad. So we very well might be trying to keep up and collect everything in this game when possible. I guess for rankings, though, we wanted to have a look at those. In terms of Ichigo, I'm currently ranked 62. I guess for Aizen and Toshiro, we can check those. Again, only can be so high when you don't pull duplicates. 29k, top 10% with Toshiro, and then Aizen, 0.67. Oh my god. If we have a look at some of the other rankings, so right now for Frenzy Feast in particular, I am ranked 6 with 60,000 score, 10th place on the Kisuke one, and 24th on the Ikakurai. For a co-op campaign, I'm currently ranked 22. Did get almost 40 million, which is actually pretty good. It's my highest damage that I've been able to do right now in the co-op challenge. For the team, though, barely top 20%. Unfortunately, the teammates just didn't come through. For guild, though, I've not actually joined a guild, so don't really have any rankings in there. When it comes to the trial progress, so as of right now, I am currently 56. I've done 47 floors. When it comes to Slash, I'm currently on stage 14. Still getting my way through that. I believe I can reach 15. Just haven't done that just yet. Strike is the lowest. I think I'm only on like floor 3. Again, haven't really pushed that far. Let me actually go to this screen, since it will be much easier. But yeah, we're on level 5 for trial. Don't really have a strike team worked on. Many pushing through with my Slash team. Can probably get to around stage 10. Just haven't done it just yet. Likewise with the Thrust team, I probably can go further, but I did make my way through 10 stages just with my Slash team in particular. But I'm kind of waiting for Gin to come out before I start pushing in this, so I can actually use Gin there. And then recently, thanks to Aizen and Toshiro, we were able to clear Trial 15, which was that team. Again, no dupes needed, just Toshiro, Aizen, and also Kisuke. And then obviously, as expected, when it comes to the story mode, we have progressed pretty much through every single quest that I can do. And I am currently level 64, so in a couple of days' time, I will get level 65, unlock Chapter 8, and then be done with every piece of story content until we do get more chapters. Maybe Chapter 10 in the future. We did get Chapter 9 relatively fast, so maybe the story updates aren't going to be too slow. And going back to what I was saying earlier in regards to me wanting to max out everything, that also does regard core stamps too, and also weapon stamps eventually, especially for the SRs. I am going to be, I mean, no reason not to, right? Regardless of what goal you have in mind. You do want to level up and enhance all the SR core stamps to max level, max ascension when you do get duplicates. And thus far, most of them actually pretty done. I am currently saving my stamp corridor keys for Gin's release. So I did go ahead and buy Aizen and Toshiro's core stamp because I wanted them. I'm guaranteed them. Right now, this game mode is kind of in a bit of a weird situation, a bad situation more so because of how hard it is to come by and get those core stamps. So I kind of just want to save my corridor keys until a bunch of new characters come out. Maybe I'm going to skip out on Gin's core stamp for the time being and just wait for an update. We know the developers are aware of the problem, so it can only get better unless they decide to do absolutely nothing, which I don't think they will, because they've already addressed the issue and said that they are aware of it. So part of me does want to save all my corridor keys until that update revamp does potentially ever happen. At the same time, though, when Gin does release, I might just drop whatever I have in the hopes to get Gin's core stamp to potentially save me money. But yeah, that's pretty much my account and where I currently am at in the game right now. Very much enjoying the game, still playing the game daily, and will be playing the game daily for the foreseeable future. So if you do enjoy my Soul Resonance content, make sure you subscribe, like the video, and in the comments below, let me know where you are currently at the game, especially in terms of account level. Currently, right now, I'm at level 64. About to reach level 65, where we can then finish up with the story content and also unlock the next level milestone, because it actually happens at level 65. So again, level 70 should be the final account level for you to get level 100 characters. But either way, that's the video for today. Hope you guys enjoyed it. See you guys next time. Take care and peace.